Hi everyone, it's Crystal Pearl, and in today's video, I just want to talk about the pros and the cons of being a fitness instructor. With every negative, there is a positive. It really depends on how you look at it and your own personal perception. Being a yoga teacher allows you to be creative. Every single class that I teach is not identical to the other, and it gives me the ability to create new routines, and that's one thing that I love about it. However, on the flip side, if creativity is not your strength or you're just not feeling creative that day, it could be a little bit challenging. You also have the ability to be creative in how you market yourself and how you spread the word that you are a yoga or fitness teacher. Now, on the flip side, if again, creativity is not your strength, it could be a little bit challenging for you to figure out how to market yourself or how to get yourself out there. And with social media being such a huge impact these days, it could work for you or against you. Now let's talk about energy. Every class that I teach requires a certain amount of energy from myself, whether it be a yoga class or stretch class or a crazy hard fitness class. All of them require my energy, and it's very important for me to hone in on the appropriate type of energy for that class. As instructors, as teachers, we are holding the space for our students. So if you're having a crappy day, if all this stuff just happened to you right before you stepped into class, it's really important to be aware not to bring all of that stuff into your class, because students are going to class to stress relieve, to get things out, and they don't want to be burdened by your bad mood and your energy, you know what I mean? So the challenge with being an instructor is being able to almost put on a show. And I don't mean fake it. I just mean be authentic to you, but being aware and just keeping in mind your students and being able to hold the space that's needed in the room at the time. Now, on the flip side of being able to give your presence and hold this space, it allows for students to get inspired, it allows for students to get motivated, and it allows for growth. Now, your schedule. On the plus side, the flexibility to create your own schedule. However, on the other side, because you now have this freedom to create your own schedule, sometimes things never get created and things never happen. So there needs to be some accountability to it. And with the nature of our job of being a teacher, it's not a 9 to 5. So we don't have that set schedule of showing up at 9 and leaving at 5. Sometimes I'm teaching at 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. It literally feels like I've lived through 2 separate days. So our schedules can be all over the place. And especially if you're a new teacher, you'll want to gain more experience, and you'll really want to pick up any single class that you can get to get that experience and get yourself developed in the studio. So it is kind of all over the place. All over the place could be really good for you if you love the variety. All over the place could be bad for you if you do like that consistency of a 9 to 5. Okay, when I was studying to be a yoga teacher, I said, I want to be one of those yoga teachers that does the whole class with the students, every single move. And I started to do that in the beginning, and I quickly realized how that wasn't the best way for me. It wasn't the best way to serve the space and to serve the students. A lot of people think, oh, you're a fitness instructor, you're a yoga teacher, you get to work out as your job, you get to stay fit while getting paid. Not necessarily true. I demo the first part of the exercise, and then I'll walk around and just make sure everybody's form is right. So by the end of class, I've demoed only the right side of my body, not the left. I have probably done less classes now that I'm a teacher and instructor than when I was not. The reason is sometimes I'm just so tired after teaching. I don't want to go work out and do something on my own. So the plus side is, yes, you do get a little bit of a workout. You do get to stay fit as your occupation. On the downside, you're not getting a full workout, and it is not the same thing as really just fully attending a class and absorbing and dedicating your attention to that class. Sometimes money can be inconsistent. Like I said, it's not a 9 to 5 occupation. being a yoga teacher, being a fitness instructor. Some months you could have a lot of classes, the next month maybe not as many, maybe one month you end up subbing for a lot of teachers all around town and you have a lot, sometimes you don't. So it can be a little inconsistent with income. Any profession has its ups and downs, and it's really how you perceive it, how you want it to turn out to be. At the end of the day, I truly enjoy what I do. I get to inspire others. I get to learn all the time. There's always something new to learn about yoga, about fitness, about health, and I get to be motivated. I say this every single time in all of my classes. I am truly, honestly motivated by every single student that comes to class, and that's what I love most about what I do. If you agree on any of these points, leave me a comment, leave a thumbs up. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight on the pros and cons of being a yoga teacher. I'm sure there's so many other pros and cons about this occupation and this industry, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of my opinion. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.